everyone out there. I am excited. Thank you for putting up with my double intro there. I'm I'm overwhelmed as always to have so many people come and join these Kahoots. Please excuse the announcements in the background. I'm at school right now, of course. Um, before we get So before we get started, I want to invite everyone to join our communities. So the first community, of course, is this GB Gaming channel on YouTube. I have a bunch of people watching, and we want you to sub to the channel. We're going to be doing lots of awesome events in the future. We're going to be doing live lunchtime events, streaming Minecraft, and all other sorts of games. We're doing more Kahoots, all sorts of stuff like that. The second social I want you to subscribe to is our Discord channel. It is in the description below. We have an awesome community of 150 people right now from Manitoba that are in this Discord channel. That's going to be hopefully growing today. And of course we have our Twitter and our Instagram as well, and we'll be using those to connect with people and help plan games in the future. So before we move into our first of 4 Kahoots today, we're going to play 4 Kahoot games. I want to talk to you about the subject matter of them. They're going to be basically more educationally focused than they were last time. So the Kahoots are going to be all on math content, and my kids at Gordon Bell here, we've just started learning and moving into our fractions unit. So they're all going to be based on fractions. The first one is actually more of a mental health, talking about cell phone usage and having you sort of think about that, and just to get our brains warmed up and make sure the Kahoots are working properly. So before we get started with any of those games, I want to do our land acknowledgement, because out of respect for the Indigenous people of Manitoba, we at Gordon Bell High School and the Winnipeg School Division, we recognize that the school we attend resides on Treaty 1 land known as First Nation territory, as well as the homeland of the Métis Nation. So I'm going to throw it down into our first Kahoot of the day. So this Kahoot is about cell phones and social media, and just to get our minds working about all of the screen time that we're having right now, because there is an enormous amount of screen time that we're all part of. I myself sit here in front of my computer for hours every day, and then I go home and I'm on my phone, and it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to think how much screen time we're getting. So I'm going to show you the game pin right away, and we're going to get started. And if there's any problems, we're going to be playing 4 sort of 10 to 15 question games. So if you get booted out, if you lag out, if your computer crashes, don't worry, come back to this and we'll hopefully get you into the next game. So Kahoot's a great system, but it's not perfect. So I'm going to open up the game pin here. And we're going to get some music going. Let's change that up. I saw this 80s music earlier. Yeah, got our first players in. Awesome. Let's go. 170. Yeah, I don't anticipate having a 2,000 player game like we did before. I'm assuming we're going to have a couple hundred, which is just perfect. You don't want to get too crazy big. You want to just have a nice amount where it's great, but not huge. Ooh, I see a tech walk in there. It's on the live stream dial. Sorry, I'm just talking to a student. 400, 600, 400, sorry. That's awesome. That's like a nice amount. It's like not overwhelming to anyone's system. One thing I noticed last time, which I was like, I'm not upset about, but it was like, it's not really fair. Some people were definitely last time using some like Kahoot bots or like answer bots. It just makes it unfair to other people. So please make sure you use your own brain and don't rely on a Kahoot bot, because really there's no prizes for this round. It's just for fun. So let's be fair to all the people that are watching and that are playing along with us. So don't try and cheat yourself. See some people's name in the chat that I know. Awesome. Otis and Benjamin, what's up, guys? Etienne. 5:33. Looks like we're getting close to the number of people we're gonna have. How's my audio, guys? Is my audio loud enough? Seems like it's a little quiet, but not terribly quiet. Music is loud. Why don't I turn down the music a little bit? Audio. Turn up my audio. Turn up your mic, down the music. Yeah, man. Sometimes it's hard to like adjust all of those levels. $5.51. It looks like we're kind of hovering around $5.51, which is great. And we're gonna get started with that. And then if you don't get in, the game pin should be at the bottom, but it might be underneath our. What I'll do, I'm gonna throw the game pin into our chat if anyone needs it. I'll throw it down here. And then if my symbol covers it, then you can just ask for it. Oh, we're still coming in here. All right, we're going. So again, this is all about cell phone usage and screen time. Let's get going. I'm gonna pop myself up here. Hopefully that's out of the way for everyone. Okay, let's go. 310 people watching. That is unreal. Awesome. Oh, I'm just gonna close myself off here. This is a poll. That's no points to this question, I don't think. It's just a poll. It says, do you own a cell phone or tablet? It's asking. So like, yes, no, you use one, but you don't own one. How are we looking? So I'm thinking that most of us own a cell phone. $570 players. Nice. Yes. So vastly more. So yellow is more. Use one all the time. So 76, like, we're going to talk about fractions later, right? It looks like most of us, 76%, 3/4 of us own a cell phone or some sort of device. All right. Now this is another big one. How many hours? I'm in the way on the screen here. Sorry there. How many hours do you spend on screen per day? And be honest. Be honest. I'm going to say like I'm more than 5 right now. Easily. Just for meetings. I'm like more than 5 just for meetings. Yeah, count school right now. I'd count school for sure. That's part of your screen time. Three, two, one. More than four. Well done, everyone who's managing to do less than one right now, unless that means you're not engaging in school. Because like school, you should be getting more than one just from school alone right now anyway. But if you're talking about like on average, that's great. But more than 5, we need to make sure we're using that time wisely. What are we doing with our screen time? All right. Do you feel pressured to respond immediately to notifications? So every question is a minute long right now for answers, but it looks like I'm going to probably start cutting these down and not just giving everyone a chance, right? So if there's like 15 seconds left, I'm going to skip to the next question if we have most of our answers in, all right? So you got to be quick with those answers. So here's the thing with social media, right? It's a really poor way to compare yourself to others is when you see the best of other people in your social media, right? And it's also, you get that death scroll, right? Social media can be a powerful way to connect people together, but it's also designed to hold your attention, not necessarily to connect you, right? So you have to be able to use that properly in order to have it as a tool and not a distraction and a detrimental effect on your life. So I'm happy that a lot of people said false, but this is based on some studies that they had done where they had asked people, and so again, it's not something I've created. So if you're like, I'm not addicted and I'm not, I apologize, but it is, if you like define addiction in a certain way, it's a fairly true statement. Yeah, this is like 60 and 50% are pretty close to each other, right? Or 60 and 70 and 50. Like they're all in there. It's kind of like, how would you actually know that? But I think the point of it is, like when you're trying to focus on your homework or focus on anything, but constantly being distracted by your cell phone, it's going to definitely impact your ability to learn and to focus. Like focused attention is how you learn things, right? So if you are able to determine when your phone gets to notify you or when you get to look at your phone, that's hugely important. Like you turn your notifications off so you get to choose when you look at that device. That's incredibly important, unless it's like really important. Yeah, there we go. Sleeping with their cell phones. I was talking to a student the other day in my classroom, and she showed me her like usage, battery usage, and cell phone usage from hourly throughout the day, and she had this spike at like 3 in the morning for like 15 minutes, and she was like, "I don't remember doing that." So, like, you need to be aware, like, you put them down at night, you put them away. Like, it doesn't need to be out of the room, but turn off those notifications and put them away. And don't, like, first thing in the morning, talk to your parents and don't first thing roll out of bed to your cell phone. You know, you have to, like, be very conscious when you're doing these things. Especially right now, people just lose hours and hours and hours of sleep, and this is huge developmental time of your lives. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing, right? If you're online constantly, it can be great. If you're having, online business and creating things and sharing things and doing all sorts of awesome stuff, but it can also be a really negative thing if you're just constantly being bombarded by other people's notifications and distracted all the time. So it's really about the usage. Like, how do you use it? Do you consume, constantly consume, or do you communicate and create? Awesome. I'm happy that everyone can spell quite well, 79% of us. I want to do a shout out. Oh, where is it here? Shout out. I just got a message, a whole class, and this must be outside of Manitoba. This is Angela Bynes? Anyway, here in Manitoba, we're learning remotely. Nobody is in class right now except for teachers. So I'm happy that you guys are still in class. It's awesome. And it's great that you're all like participating together. So shout out to your classroom. I hope you guys do well in the Kahoot. We're going to do some fractions next. So $80 times per day average. Yeah, I'm probably more than that right now for sure. A shout out to Mrs. Mills and her classroom at Isaac Newton. She just said, we're all in class learning. There's a whole bunch of us here. So that's awesome that you guys and girls are in class there too. I miss my kids. I would much rather be in class with my kids than having them on video chats every day for so long. All right. Second last question. So this kind of makes me sad. 7 hours of sleep. That's absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. You know, I don't get 7 hours of sleep right now, but I have young kids at home, and you guys as teenagers, like, you should be putting down that phone at a reasonable time. And it's not the amount, if you can have a schedule where you go to bed at the same time every night, like 11 o'clock hits, you're in bed, going to bed. Your body will thank you for that. If you just having a set period of time, that's so important. All right, this is going to be the last question for this Kahoot here. So a great way to help you with phone management, right? So this is something that school doesn't teach you and that people struggle with all the time. Turn off your notifications. The ones that like jiggle, shake, ding, unless it's like a phone call and you might get an emergency phone call. You got to get outside and be active. Being outside is so, so important. Set a phone off time before bed. Do not sleep with your phone, especially if you haven't turned off notifications, because you don't want to be woken up in the middle of the night. And communicate that with people. Like, if someone thinks like, hey, you're ghosting me, just say, no, I just turned off my notifications. I didn't see this until now. And they have to be okay with that, because your health comes before their health or their emergency. Okay, we're going to move into our podium. So I want to congratulate Joshin, Jotaro Kujo. It must be an anime character. And Goose. Runners up are on the bottom there. Okay, so we're going to move into our next Kahoot here. It's going to be equivalent fractions. And this is something that like we're moving into with our grade 7s here at Gordon Bell. And as we're entering this game here, I want to talk about, let's do beatbox, trance, disco, reggae. Let's do some reggae. How about that? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty chill vibe. So especially those schools and the people who are in classrooms now and teachers watching, I would love to connect with you, because right now my kids are missing out on so much of the fun parts of their educational day, specifically like intramurals. I would love to connect with you and do something like a electronic intramurals where we can figure out how our kids can compete, you know, maybe through Kahoot, but maybe through something like Minecraft Education or some other game that is open to us. So, whoa. Oh. Dude. Okay, so I'm going to reload the page, and the person who is spam botting us, please stop, because that's lame. It could be someone that's completely out of education altogether, but I'm just going to lock this for a second. So what's going to happen is if they continue to bot us like that, I'm just going to put a two-step verification in, which is going to make it way harder for everyone to get in and out, but it's going to prevent the spam bot from coming in. So please don't ruin our game by doing that, because that's super lame. Okay, so yeah, new game pin. Yeah, I gotcha. So again, thank you. This is something that didn't happen the first big game I did, but obviously is happening now. So I apologize to all of the students, because this is going to make it way harder for you to get in, and I'll walk you through the steps here, okay? So I've clicked on the two-step verification, and this is going to prevent the bots, right? They're adding fake players into the game. So, okay, so step one, you're going to need to exit the game that you were just in. So the game we were just in, like back out, refresh your page. You're going to need to refresh your stream page because there is a bit of delay. And then you're going to need to type in the game code followed by the game pin, and you have to answer that password. So wait until it flips to a new one, like into a new 7 seconds. And as soon as every 7 seconds, that game pin is gonna re-enter, refresh. Like now it's red or yellow, blue, green, red. And this next one is red, yellow, green, blue. But you gotta be quick with it. Yeah, yellow, blue, green, red. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be like, so you really need to make sure that your stream is refreshed, because there's probably about 3 seconds lag, and then it gives you like 7 seconds total to get in. So I'm just gonna let this sit here for a few minutes, and then we'll get started with this game. Yeah, so again, it's going to be way more difficult to get in. So on your stream, like on the where you're watching me, hit the refresh button, or on the bottom, like underneath the YouTube video, there'll be like a live button. Hit the live button, and it should like catch you up that split second that it's fallen behind. And then when this starts over, I'll read this out so you can hear it. Ready? It's blue, yellow, green, red. Red, green, yellow, blue. Well, I'm happy that a bunch of us are still able to get in, because I've had so much problems with the two-step entry, but on the plus side, it is keeping whoever's was sending that bot into the game that just basically spams all of the spots up to 2,000. They aren't successfully getting in, so maybe they'll disappear and we won't need that next game. Maybe because I said that, they'll be like, I'll show you, Mr. Pierce. I'm going to stick around and bot the next game. But either way, we're going to play and we're going to talk about fractions. Let's start in like 1 minute. Someone just asked if it's left to right or right to left. I think when you put in the pin, you start on the right and go to the left. I think that's what I was told. I'm going to start the game. The game pin and the codes will still be on the bottom. They'll be like underneath here, so you can still try and join. They'll still be there. So, oh, we just had a big jump in players here. Okay, we can still get going. Oh, don't give up. Okay, we're gonna start. We gotta go. There'll be another one after this. This is like 10 questions or 15 maybe, and there'll be another game after this. All right. I'm going to get out of the way here. Yes, that's perfect. Awesome. I wanted to start off pretty easy. I didn't want to start off with like anything crazy. If this is super easy, I might jump past the next one and go right to the last one, which is a little bit more difficult. So which fraction is equivalent to 3/6? Equivalent fractions, right? Well done, those of you who are climbing up the leaderboard here, right? You got to be fast. Got to be fast, but also you got to be accurate. Equivalent to 2/3, right? Equivalent. So all of these questions, I believe, are going to be asking you equivalent. What is the equivalent fraction? Nice work again. Which fraction is not equivalent? Oh, interesting. So it does not equal, is not equivalent. True or false, 3/4 is equivalent to 1/3. 3/4 and 1/3. Does that sound accurate to you? Yeah, that's right. It's false. 3/4 is not equivalent to 1/3. So I'm seeing in the chat some people are saying, I'm pointing at it, you guys, obviously doesn't mean anything, but you're saying that there's like a little bit of lag. Whenever there's like some lag or like a lot of like latency happening, you can do a refresh of your screen or hit a hit the live button underneath the YouTube video, and it'll hopefully catch it up. So if you do that right now, we'll start going to the next question and hopefully it'll be loaded again by the time it gets up. Whoa, there's a big change in the scoreboard there. 13 players just hit a streak. Way to go. True or false? 1/2 is equivalent. I'm gonna get out of the way. Ah! Yeah, I'm seeing in the chat there's lots and lots of latency going on right now. So there's like 2 questions left in this one, and like lots of people I think are having issues. It's like just something's going on all of a sudden with our internet, either here or wherever YouTube server is coming from, right? But something's going on for sure. There's like a lot of latency. It looks like over almost 25 seconds. It's crazy. I'm going to take off the no 2-step login next round for sure. I'm going to take that off. So looks like most of us got that one too, but yeah, good work, even though battling through this lag, this latency here. It's definitely not easy. Got lots going on here. All right, last question for this quiz. What is equivalent to 6/8? Oh my gosh. Well done again. Oh, interesting. Top of the Interesting here. Bryson, Pat Willie, and Jaro Cujo. Jataro. I'm interested. It's not often where someone hits the leaderboard 2 games in a row with so many players. I'm interested. I'm going to have to look at some scores afterwards and see how fast you're answering questions. Congratulations to the people who made it onto the leaderboard. I apologize. For all of the lag. It was like 4 seconds earlier, and now it's up to like 20 seconds on I'm watching on my iPad here as we play along. There's a lot of lag, which makes the whole experience really difficult to go through. So what I'd like to do is just take a moment and again do a little plug of our Discord server, which is in the link below. Our Discord server is a great way of connecting with other game players in Manitoba and throughout. So we've recently just set up a Minecraft server for like the people who are in our Discord server. So if you love Minecraft and want to play with your friends, you can come and join. You have to join our Discord, read the rules, and become part of our community in Discord. And again, it's a very polite and safe community. We have lots of great rules that restrict some of the things that happen out there on the internet. So I want to jump, I think, over to this 4th Kahoot I've set up because they're taking a bit longer with the logins, and I'm going to try and cut out the 2-step verification because that was really difficult. But if we get botted, I'm going to have to reload and do it again. So let's just open it up and see how that goes. And hopefully no one out there is feeling like they want to add spam bots to our Kahoot. So the game pin is up top here. I can throw it into our chat. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll do another event next week on Tuesday. So if you gotta go, you gotta go. That's cool too. Looks like we still have lots of people here to play one more game. So it is open. It's open. I'm just texting my students in our group chat here. All right, looks like we're hitting around 226, which is good. And we're gonna go with that. Now this is gonna be more difficult, and you're gonna be having to add and subtract fractions and make decisions using what you know about fractions. So it's not just common denominators, it's like uncommon denominators and adding and subtracting and some mixed numbers in there. So give it your best shot. Feel free, if you're in a classroom, feel free to work with a partner, get that answer right and get it quick. Good luck. Thank you. Ben says, good luck, everyone. That's what Ben sounds like. All right, let's go. Sorry, that question was only 30 seconds time limit, so I don't think it gave enough people time to get in. There's so much lag happening right now. This is not not completely ideal. Not ideal. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Okay, so I was worried for a second because I chose 60 seconds per question and it was showing me 30 seconds, and so it gives a little bit of time for you guys to get in, but not a lot because there is a bunch of lag, honestly. Like, this is so hard to deal with all of the lag. So this question is 5 and 6/7 plus 3 and 4/7. So they have a common denominator between them, but you guys are gonna have to convert them and then figure it out. Yeah, that is a lot to do in that question there. A lot to do in there. Goose up there again. Interesting. MP, Rocky, Gator. Interesting names. Choose the correct answer. So we have 3/4 plus 5/8. Hmm. Yeah, guys, if you refresh your stream, sometimes that can be really helpful. But I think even at this point, it's not just your stream, it's like everybody's stream is really struggling. And I don't know why that is. It's like beyond me, beyond my ability to really control. Realistically, my stuff here looks good. All of my processing power and everything looks good here. So it's something between here, the YouTube server, and back out. It must just be like a popular time for things to be happening. So it goes up and down. But refreshing is helpful, but it's not going to fix 30 seconds. Okay, so as this game is going on here, we're getting to the middle point of our last game. If you finish this game, that's awesome. If it's not working for you, I'm sorry. It's just one of those times. 200 seconds of lag. I would encourage you to join our Discord server, because I can see people already saying in the chat like, hey, who wants to play this? Who wants to play that? And that is exactly what our Discord server is all about. It's all about like creating a community, a safe community of gamers where you can like connect with other people and play games together, right? It's about connecting and playing together and not just being alone. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, because it seems to have fallen apart here. I don't know if it's something going on with my computer. My stream dashboard is saying like all sorts of not working so well messages, not receiving enough data, but my stream anyway. So we're gonna end it for today. I'm sorry that it ended like this. It had a pretty good start to it, some bumpy points in the middle, and a crummy end, so I'm sorry about that. We're gonna stream again on Tuesday. I'm gonna try and do some practice streams and fix what's happening here, because that's not cool, and try and figure all this stuff out for next week when we stream next week. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and we're gonna be doing lots of neat events that don't necessarily need to be as live as this, because like Kahoot only works when it's like super live, right? But when you play some other games, it's not as important if it's you know, a little bit more laggy or not. But I'm gonna end the stream for today, and we'll stream again you know, in a couple days or something, or Tuesday to be exact. The stream is located on our channel.